Are you interested in moving to Edmond, Oklahoma, but the housing options seem overwhelming? With a population of nearly 100,000 people spanning 88 square miles, deciding where to live in Edmond can be tough. I'm going to break it down for you with a map and neighborhood tour and help provide some clarity. My last video focused on Edmond east of I-35. This one will focus on Edmond's middle, so you can see which area might suit you best. All right, we're all busy. Let's get into it. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you haven't, I'm Laura Kennedy. I'm a realtor here in the Oklahoma City area. So if you want more information, after you watch this video, then just click on the description box below and all my info will be in there for you. All right, here we have, as you can see by the red dots, the city of Edmond. Now my last video, I talked about this part over here, east of I-35. Today, I'm going to talk about this center section. So this is Broadway right here. This road right here is Broadway, Broadway extension. And we're going to talk about east of Broadway, west of I-35. So all in here. It doesn't look like a whole lot of square miles, but it is. There are tons and tons of neighborhoods in here and tons of shopping. On the east side, this is green. It's a little more lush, a little more hilly. There are hills and stuff here too, but there's not shopping and a ton of things over here. It's more quiet and set away. Where in the middle, if you want to be in the hustle and bustle, you want shopping, you want entertainment, you want to be just down the street from restaurants and all the things and right in the thick of it, then this is where to live, in this section right here. You will be super close to the highway, so you'll have a really close drive into the city, and you'll be super close over here to Broadway Extension as well as the Turnpike. Now, if you live quite north up here, it is going to take you longer to get to the Turnpike, but it's not too bad if you can just make your way over to the highway right here. So if we move in, this area right here, as you can see, it's off of 2nd Street. It has all the shopping. There's Target, Lowe's, Bath and Body Works, Ulta, tons of restaurants around here. This is kind of the middle section. And this over here off of Broadway is like Old Edmond, where there's a cute diner, Sunnyside Diner in there, some other little coffee shops. Here's Hurd Street. We have a thing on the weekends called Hurd on Hurd, and they'll shut down the streets to cars and just have music. They'll have music playing and art on display and things to sell and food, so that's all in this area here. And let me skim back out again. And then Walmart and other restaurants, fast food places are in here as well. So those are kind of your main places here. Hafer Park is here. There's a dog park for little doggies to play. And then, of course, 2 colleges, right? We have Oklahoma Christian University and University of Central Oklahoma is over here as well. All right, let's get into the neighborhoods because that's probably what you want to see. That's what I would want to see. All right, the first one we're going to go to is off Covell Road. So off Covell and up Coltrane, a neighborhood in here is called, it's actually this neighborhood right here. It's called Steeplechase. So let's take you to it.
Here we are driving through the neighborhood of Steeplechase. This neighborhood was built in the late 90s, early 2000s. The homes are around 2,800 square feet, most with 4 bedrooms. They range in the $400,000 price range to buy currently. There's a pool, there's ponds, walking trails, playgrounds. So the HOA dues are $479 for the year, which I think that's a pretty good deal for the amenities that you get in this neighborhood. So Edmond and other areas, the Oakdale district, other areas in the community host neighborhood swim meets every summer, and Steeplechase is one of those neighborhoods. Their pool was designed for that, to host these meets. So if you have a kid who's into that or interested in getting in that, you might end up doing some swimming in this neighborhood pool.
And then if we come down Coltrane and we head to Danforth, we're going to go along Danforth. We will go into a neighborhood here. It's called Town Square. And then across the way, we'll go into a neighborhood called Woody Creek.
Here we are driving down Danforth. That's the Francis Tuttle Center on the right. Some of the high schools here, your kids can actually be in a program and take classes at Francis Tuttle where they can get high school and college credits, and that's one of the locations of that. So here we are in Town Square. Town Square is a community with historically inspired houses developed by McCaleb Homes. A lot of these homes are 3-bedroom, surprisingly, so they have a smaller footprint. The ones that sold over the last 3 months or 3 months ago and earlier, those ranged from the mid 400s to the mid 600s, $600,000. But now the new builds in this neighborhood they've now gone up around $50,000. So they range in the high 400,000s up into the high 600,000s. So, that's quite a large increase over 3 months. The HOA dues in this one are $1,100 a year. There is a pool and a clubhouse and a lake with a fishing dock here. And a lot of people really like these style homes. I know people who have custom built their homes just based on houses in this neighborhood. Lots of people like living in this neighborhood. Now we're turning off of Danforth into Woody Creek. Woody Creek is a gated community developed by Matt Wilson Custom Homes, although there are other builders in here, especially in the new phase that's opened up. Most of these homes were built in the early 2000s, but new lots in this front part are now available. Some have sold, but there are still lots open. These houses range from $600,000 all the way up to over $1 million. If you want a house on an acre. Some of the other lots are quarter-acre lots. So they're about quarter-acre lots to 1-acre lots in here. 4- and 5-bedroom houses from 3,500 square feet all the way up to 5,000 square feet. So they're quite large houses in here. The HOA dues are $1,250 for the year, but there's no pool or playground or any of those amenities here. So you're really paying for that gated portion of this community. I think this developer has done a really nice job of keeping the trees alive when he developed these lots. So some developers just come in and they raise the whole thing, just clear it all out. But this developer, some of these houses are older, so they've had many years for the trees to grow. But even in the new section on the new lots that are available for sale, there's a lot of trees on them. So it just makes for a really nice neighborhood that looks established, even though it's not, it's new. And I really, really like that. He has some other neighborhoods. He'll be in another one we're going to see later, Autumn Ridge. And it's the same thing with that neighborhood. I think he's done a really nice job. This developer has done a really nice job of keeping the landscape looking lush and mature.
So down from these neighborhoods, if we continue west on Danforth, up ahead is Kicking Bird Golf Club. It's a public golf course. And quite recently, as of last year, they took out the tennis courts that were there because a new tennis center opened up in Edmond, and they put in pickleball courts. So, you can get a membership if you want to the pickleball club, but I think they have free public play as well on their outdoor courts. So that's fun. There's CVS up there. There's a movie theater up there, more restaurants. So there is a lot to do down here. If you're in any of these neighborhoods over here, you'll be real close to all this action. And then if we go back up to Covell, we're up Bryant, and we're between Bryant and Coltrane. There is a neighborhood in here called Autumn Ridge. It's not a new neighborhood, but they do have new builds in a new section of that neighborhood. So let's take you through there.
Now we're turning off Covell into the development of Autumn Ridge. And like I mentioned in the last one, Autumn Ridge is also developed by Matt Wilson Custom Homes, although there are other builders in here. Unlike Woody Creek, this development is not gated, and it does have playgrounds and a pool, quite a large pool actually, like a nice big hotel style pool, and a smaller pool, like a kiddie pool or toddler pool, and a clubhouse. So really nice amenities here. The HOA dues here are $1,300 for the year. These are 4 and 5 bedroom houses ranging from 3,500 to 4,200 square feet. The older homes in here, because some of these homes were built in the early 2000s, those houses are selling for around in the 600,000s, where these new builds are selling upwards of $1 million. So it's quite a range. You can see as I'm driving in here, you can see some of the older houses and then all these newer homes, like along this street right here. They're all white and bright and big. The other ones are big too, but they look larger when they're so painted so white. So that's kind of the upcoming, new style that's been very popular, sort of that farmhouse, that modern farmhouse look that buyers really seem to like. That's what's going up in some of these neighborhoods. And again, like I said, in the Woody Creek neighborhood, the developer, Matt Wilson, has done a really great job of keeping the landscape mature, lots of trees. It's a very forested neighborhood, lots of shade and privacy in that way. And to me, that is very nice.
And if we go south, I'm going to drive you from Broadway and we're going to go east along 33rd Street.
I'm driving on 33rd and I'm about to pass through this light. This is on Broadway, which leads to Broadway Extension. Very popular road to get north and south through Edmond. And on 33rd Street, on the right and left, as you can kind of see, there's tons of restaurants, fast food places. There's a trampoline park over here on the right, an indoor trampoline park. TJ Maxx, Home Goods. You have print shops, mom and pop shops, and dental offices, orthodontists, veterinarians, all kinds of stores, little shopping places over here. And then I'll fast forward a little bit and come up here, and we'll be coming up to Hobby Lobby is on our left, and Mardell Christian Bookstore is on the right. There's a great liquor store over there on the left too. Oh, and now the rain is coming. The summer rain is here, so I'm gonna sign off.
What do you think of the neighborhoods you saw today? If you have a favorite, tell us below. If you want to tour more parts of Edmond, watch my last video where I go through Edmond to the far east, or stay tuned for my next one where I'll be taking you through Edmond's west side. Until then, happy house hunting.